Time to sit on the other side of the table and rate some of the players in the Freedom Series. Let's talk about the Indian team first and take a look at their ace batsman and captain Virat Kohli. After Virat's dismissal in the first innings of the first test match, word quickly spread about his weakness to the moving ball outside the off stump. But he came back fiercely like only he could. He was the highest run getter in the test series, and the 153 that he scored in the second test match will go down in the history books as one of the best innings played by an Indian captain outside the subcontinent. I had some issues with his captaincy though and did not like some of the team selections. There is some improvement required in his captaincy, but he is still in a learning phase. Because of his captaincy and the fact that he did not score runs in the second innings of the first two test matches, I am giving Virat 8 out of 10. Time and again in the last 1.5 years, Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been the saviour and the backbone of the Indian cricket team. He has become a lethal option up front with his ability to move the ball at bowling regularly at the speed of 135 to 140. But it is not only his bowling, also his batting where he has grown leaps and bounds. With an absence about the clarity of the role of Hardik Pandya as to whether he is a bowling all-rounder or a batting all-rounder, if Bhuvneshwar Kumar can keep improving his batting, he can go on to become a genuine bowling all-rounder for India. I don't like how India keep dropping him every now and then. He's at the peak of his powers right now and should be the first pick in the bowling unit and should play every game in every format. I'm giving Bhuvneshwar Kumar 9 out of 10. In the last overseas cycle of India in 2013-2014, Murli Vijay was the best batsman for India because he left more balls than he played at. I expected similar strike batting from Murli Vijay in this series, but he completely let me down. He overhauled his technique and his tactic. He kept shuffling outside the off stump and moving and trying to hit the ball way outside the off stump, and by doing that he also made himself a candidate for getting out LBW. Because he did not play the role that was demanded of him, I am giving Murli Vijay only 4 out of 10. Let's move on to the South African players now and take a look at their ace batsman AB de Villiers. On his return, ABD proved his class. He played 2 game-changing innings in the first 2 test matches, and throughout the course of those innings, he looked like a batsman on a different pitch from the rest. His fielding was exceptional as always, barring one dropped catch, which I think last happened when George W. Bush was still the president of the USA. Because of his excellent batting and exceptional fielding, I have given AB de Villiers 9 out of 10. Every time a new ball was given to Vernon Philander, he picked up wickets. And most times he picked up cluster of wickets. He picked up 9 wickets in Centurion for fun like he has always done at that venue, and he set South Africa for the series by giving them a crucial lead. Like Bhuvneshwar Kumar, his batting was a great add-on for South Africa, and if he keeps batting like that at number 7, it will be a good thing for South Africa given their plans of playing 4 fast bowlers in every game. I have given Vernon Philander 9 out of 10. Before the start of the series, in one of my videos, I talked about how I was most excited about Kagiso Rabada among the South African pacers, and he did not disappoint me. He was the highest wicket taker in the series, shared with Philander and Shami, and his contest with Virat Kohli was one to behold. I think this is a rivalry for the future, and it will be fascinating to see where it goes in the next 4 to 5 years. He does have a tendency of overdoing the bouncers occasionally, but he's still just 2 years young and I'm sure he will learn. I keep talking about the batting of the bowlers, but he played the perfect night watchman's role more than once, and for all the wickets he took, I have given Kagiso Rabada 8.5 out of 10. These were the players that I rated. What are yours?